Welcome back to the channel, where power meets precision and legends come roaring back to life. If you love motorcycles that push the limits, that challenge even the most experienced riders, and that scream raw, untamed performance, you're in the right place. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and buckle up, because today, we're talking about a beast that doesn't just bend the rules, it breaks them completely. This is the 2025 Maico 700. And trust me, this is not for the faint of heart. Let's dive right in. The Maico 700 has always been one of those bikes that exists more in legend than in everyday conversation. It's the kind of machine you hear about in hushed tones at motocross events or wild desert races. A two-stroke monster with enough power to launch you into orbit, or off a cliff if you're not careful. And in 2025, Maico has refined that legend just enough to bring it into the modern era, without losing an ounce of its wild soul. The suspension setup is fully adjustable, using top-tier components like WP or Öhlins, depending on your build. With massive front forks and a beefy rear shock, the Maico 700 can handle serious punishment. Jumps, drops, rocks, roots, bring it on. And because the suspension is tuned for aggressive riding, it doesn't wallow or bounce. It absorbs and resets, keeping you locked in and ready for the next hit. You also have to appreciate the simplicity. In a world where bikes are getting heavier and more complicated, the Maico is a breath of fresh air. There's no ABS, no ride modes, no traction nanny, no electronics trying to assist you. It's just you, a throttle, and a ridiculous amount of two-stroke horsepower. If that doesn't make your heart beat faster, I don't know what will. The exhaust system is tuned for performance, and with the expansion chamber design, you get that iconic two-stroke bark. There's nothing artificial about the sound. It's mechanical music. If you're into stealth, this ain't the bike. But if you want to turn heads at the track or in the hills, you've found your ticket. Now, a big question a lot of riders ask: how does it compare to modern 450s or 500s? The answer? It eats them for breakfast in a straight line. Most modern dirt bikes are well-behaved, technologically advanced machines. But the Maico 700 doesn't play that game. It just shoves raw power down your throat and dares you to keep up. It's not necessarily faster in a lap time scenario. That comes down to the rider. But if you're looking for an adrenaline rush, this is a whole different animal. Let's not ignore the fact that the two-stroke engine is also lighter and easier to work on. Fewer moving parts, simple design, and a ton of character. Yes, it burns oil. Yes, it's loud. But man, it's also a reminder of what riding used to feel like. It's about connection, about instinct, and about that insane grin under your helmet. Whether you're hitting open dunes, high-altitude trails, or just want to own the most powerful production dirt bike available, the Maico 700 is in a class of its own. There's nothing like it. There never has been, and probably never will be. In 2025, Maico has stayed true to its roots while offering just enough refinement to keep the beast rideable, barely. And honestly, that's exactly what we want. A wild machine for wild souls. Of course, there are some downsides. The Maico 700 isn't street legal in most places. You're not going to commute on this thing. It's a purpose-built machine, and if you treat it like a casual trail bike, you're missing the point, and possibly asking for a crash. Also, because it's so powerful, it can be exhausting to ride. After 30 minutes of hard riding, you're going to feel it. Arms pumped, heart racing, breath short. And that's part of the appeal. It makes you work for it. Fuel range is also limited. With that two-stroke thirst, you're not going far on a single tank. But again, you're not buying this bike for touring. You're buying it for intense, brutal sessions where every second counts. So, there you have it, the 2025 Maico 700. A true two-stroke titan, untouched by modern compromise, and built for riders who crave chaos and command respect. If you like this deep dive and want more no-nonsense reviews of the wildest machines on two wheels, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and drop a comment below telling us if you dare to ride the Maico 700, or if you already have. Thanks for watching, stay wild, and as always, ride safe, ride smart, and ride like you mean it. Catch you in the next one.